Welcome back, makers. If you haven't looked at the wedding market as a niche for your business or a way to complement other items you make, then this simple build is for you. A wedding place setting, it has a leatherette top with the guest name hot foiled in gold attached over a printed drink menu and Chicago screws holding it all together. This is the kind of detail that makes a wedding feel custom instead of store-bought, and it's way more doable than most people think.
My simple builds, we make it just for you.
Hey, what's up? Brad here from My Simple Builds. I show you how I make my projects and share my tips and tricks along the way. Today, we're just scratching the surface on what you can do for a wedding venue, or as a do-it-yourself option for your own wedding or celebration. Here's what's involved. The xTool M1 Ultra, a quality leatherette material with a smooth surface and no heavy texturing. That detail matters for the foil step. The hot embossing pin attachment for the M1 and a gold foil sheet and Chicago screws. That's the hardware that we're using. It's two flat head pieces that screw together through the holes. I will leave a link for the ones that I'm using in the description below. And finally, a printed menu insert, and I'll show you that part in a second. Okay, a quick note on the printed piece. I previously printed it on my Eufy Make E1, so I'm not showing you that whole print process here. If you want to see exactly how the menu card gets designed and printed, drop the comment, make it real, and I'll put together a full breakdown on the printer. But for today, we're focusing on the multifunction capability of the M1 Ultra with the laser module, multifunction carriage, and the hot foil pin attachment. For the leather topper, I built the shape in XCS. That's xTool software. It's a simple rectangle with 4 holes cut where the Chicago screws go through. Then the name goes into the top in a script font centered in the lower half of the leather. The hot foil pin can actually do 2 things. It provides a thin line detail or a solid filled look, depending on which tip you're going to use. For a name like this, I went with the fine tip to get that fill transfer so it reads like real handwriting instead of block lettering. All right, so first, cutting the actual topper shape out of the leatherette. I'm using the blade module, not the laser. It gives it a clean edge with no risk of scorching the material. If you decide to use the laser, that's fine, but always make sure that the material is laser safe, as some synthetic materials can create harmful fumes. With the sticky mat down on the base plate and the leather on top, it should lay flat, but I'm adding blue painter's tape just in case, since the leatherette has been stored rolled up. I also added an adhesive layer to the back just in case so that it won't curl up on the wood after applying it. The cut's done with the holes aligned for the Chicago screws. If you're sure that it cut all the way through, then you can leave it in place for the next step. If you need to pull it up for any reason, be sure to do another capture with a snapshot feature on the phone app and import the image into the XCS software on your computer. Now, we're swapping out the blade carriage for the hot foil pin. The port is on the front right side of the machine. It is powered off the M1 Ultra and it's placed in the basic module. Be sure to turn on the pin and let it warm up before embossing. Failure to do so can result in inconsistent transfers. In XCS, select the hot foil pin as your processing mode, confirm the material, and tape your foil sheet down over the name, at least on the 2 sides. But it won't hurt anything if you do it on the top and bottom as well. If one side lifts during the run, then you're going to get a gap in the lettering. We selected fill transfer for this design. The pin is heating and transferring the foil right onto the leather. All right, the moment of truth. That's a pretty clean transfer with no patchy spots. If you do have patches, move the foil up and rerun the transfer. Do not move the leather. Now, we're going to change out the bed, removing the base plate from the bottom and replacing it with a honeycomb tray. You can also use the knife tray here. I just prefer the honeycomb since it requires less setup. Like before, lay out your material and capture a snapshot for placement. Then bring your cut template in. The holes are set to match the leather so that it cleanly wraps around and is fastened with the screws. I'm using the recommended laser settings for the 1/8 basswood. Last step, let's put it all together. The printed menu card slides underneath the leather topper, lined up with the two holes. You're going to push the Chicago screws through both layers and twist the two halves together until they're snug. That's it. I did use an adhesive backer, but it's not necessary. The leather will stay in place with just the Chicago screws. And they give it a more sophisticated look, making it more high-end than just simple paper menu. The hands-on time of this whole project is maybe 10 minutes, with the longest part of the project being the hot embossing. If you're making these in bulk, you might consider a good CO2 laser that can offer faster cut times. The M1 Ultra is perfect for 1 or 2 items, or for crafters, but when it comes to production, time is money. I recommend you find what is best for your situation. If you like this project and want to see more like it, give it a thumbs up and let me know. Also, if you want to see how that printed insert was made, the design, the printer, all of it, comment "Make it real" below and I'll get that video started. And if you're into this kind of detailed work, subscribe because I've got more of these builds coming. New videos are published every Friday, so until next time, go make something.
From a small town workshop, we build with love and care. Every sign and keepsake made by hand right there.